me during spring break. It's been awesome. We spent the whole morning together. That's the only reason I moved the game to 5. Nobody knew.
That was the only reason.
Are y'all ready? Mm-hmm. What a day, huh? Basketball team won. Seriously, I mean, it's go time for them. So I can't lie and say I wasn't following the game. I think so much of Coach Davis and his entire staff. So obviously we were pulling like crazy. But our guys, I thought the story of the game for us was DeCaro battling through without his best stuff. And then Kyle Percival really bridged the gap. Like, I thought he was the MVP. We had a lot of good swings of the bat. We walked too many, but we struck out 15. So if you are going to walk guys, you have to strike guys out. And we did that. Obviously, they had the one inning where we walked too many and they scored. But, you know, like I told you guys, we got a good old-fashioned ball team. And Cook had a tough night. He hadn't had one all year, really. And Vance, who had some tough nights, had a great night. Parks Haber, a double and a big home run. So distribution throughout the lineup, which is key for us. So great win and a great day to be at Tar Heel for sure.
With Percival, to come in there, left for the first one, but they were all righties, I think, the rest of the way, too. Just kind of how big was it to see that from him?
Well, if you've watched him, he's pitched really well. He just has not put guys away with 2 strikes. So we worked really hard this week on throwing the harder breaking ball. And the leadoff guy, I think he faced the first lefty, Ellis. Yep. Was a great example because I've been telling him, like, don't feel like you have to throw a strike in a 3-2 count. Throw that hard slider through the zone and just trust that the hitter's going to swing at it because hitters strike out on balls. And, you know, Percival, you see how much better he's got. Yeah. Last year he was 85, 86, touching 87. He's sitting, he's got life. So, you know, I'm excited for him because when a kid works like that and gets in better shape, you know, you eventually you're thinking something good's going to happen for him. And that's why we ran him back out there. Like, you know, he was trying so hard because it's different once you get that lead, and he'll learn from that. But I thought he was outstanding.
Is that lefty-lefty matchup the reason that Houck was only in for 2 batters?
No. You know, he threw a lot earlier in the week, and we just wanted to be safe with him. He's had a minor back strain, so we got to keep an eye on these guys.
Coach talked about Poston a little bit. You struggled yesterday, and you came back.
Yeah, I told him as soon as I said I gave him the ball, so there's no better person, nobody I would rather give the ball to. And we had him throw a little more today in the bullpen, and that's another thing about Coach Howell and Coach Gaines working together. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but as soon as our bullpen goes down, Coach Howell's down there. Coach Howell was a reliever for a long time in the minor leagues. That's really helped those guys, and we felt like Poston maybe wasn't throwing quite enough, so we got him ready a little bit earlier, and you know, he looked great tonight. He looked like a closer at any level.
What did you see from D'Onofrio on his first game back with 5 bats?
He's just itching to play. I still don't think it's 100%. He convinced me that it was, and Terry Joe gave me the green light, so I trust Terry Joe. But you know, that kid's so tough, and he would have played Saturday at Miami if we'd have let him and been limping around. But he's just a competitor, and sure enough, first at bat just rips a single. So, and our guys know it. You know, he brings us a little more balance in the lineup, left, right, left, right, left, right if we want it, and he's got that power. And hasn't shown it yet, but I still think he's going to get into that 12 to 15 range. And they're going to come in bunches like they will with Parks Haber.
Is Haber something similar? Because you said earlier that he fouled a ball off his foot, and the run when he tagged up from third didn't exactly look like his number one game. Yes.
Yeah, and he's getting better, but it's on that top of the foot, and that's, you know, anytime you bruise the top of your foot, you know, we've been busting his chops. Like, man, do you have any pain tolerance at all? But it was a pretty good goose egg, but he's getting better. He's not fast anyway.
Coach Forbes, talking about being fast, after Honeycutt was hit, he looked like he was stealing second, kind of like a mission. Can you talk about?
Yeah, he was ticked. Yeah. And you know, when you're a competitor and the ball gets up around your head, it's one thing to get hidden here, and obviously the kid didn't try to do it on purpose, but I have no problem. Vance Honeycutt doesn't get too fired up like that too often, so when he does, I'm not going to say anything to him. So he stole second right away. We were trying to steal third. We just couldn't get that jump, but we sure were trying to, and that's something we've been working on. And again, like Vance, I don't think anybody, I know, because I've been coaching so long, but like he's special. And people that don't pay attention to it, obviously he's going to be a first-round pick, but like when he's gone, we're all going to realize like we may never see a center fielder in our conference like him again. Thank y'all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I called you out, big dog. You deserve an interview.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know if you were in here when he was talking or not, but he was talking about just kind of having more confidence in that slider.
100%.
Just kind of, I mean, what was it like going out into this one, just kind of committing to that, I guess, a little bit?
Yeah, so in Coach Gaines and Coach L, we've always talked about it. Just being able to throw it with confidence and know that it's a swing and miss pitch and not having to land it right for a strike, that it can go strike the ball. And just having that in the arsenal has just helped me out with the first guy. I knew that 3-2, if I threw a slider, he was going to chase it, so that's what I did.
How did you feel after striking out the side in your first inning?
I felt great. I felt like it kind of put the momentum back in our dugout and just wanted to give it to the hitters to go out and get it. So I feel like they did a great job of going out and getting it.
How have you seen your pitching kind of evolve from last year, kind of going as a lefty specialist, to now, 2 innings in the winter?
100%. I feel like it's a confidence thing. So I feel like last year I was pitching tentative. Now me and Coach Gaines just talked about just go out there and have fun. So it's just a ball game at the end of the day, just something that we can do to have fun. So that's what I did.
There was, a stretch there from about April to May of last year where you didn't really see a whole lot of action, but then kind of came back on down the stretch. What did you kind of maybe take away from that sort of month there where you're kind of just more watching a little bit to kind of allow you to kind of go into the second season and helps you out?
Yeah, so I just learned from the older guys. As a freshman, try to get all the information you can. I learned one thing is that they all just went out there and threw. They didn't ever try to locate a pitch. They trusted their stuff and went and did it. So I feel like this year I've kind of gained that confidence and being able to trust my stuff and be one of the leaders on this team to try to help the younger guys.
Is there one of those older guys in particular who you kind of took that in from?
Yeah, Jake Knapp, you can see even though he's injured this year, he's still a captain of our team. He's still the biggest part of our team. He's always been there for me and been able to help the younger guys and to help me.
Good.
That's KP.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Leave it to the Georgia guy to stick it to Brady.
That's the real reason.
How did you hit that ball out to the right field?
I'm not sure, but somehow the barrel found it, and very, very, very fortunate.
Change up, right?
I think it was a cutter,
Cutter.
Some kind of off speed. Yeah, it was I just caught it deep, and my barrel was still in the zone, so felt good.
Did you know as soon as you hit it that it was gone?
I thought I had a chance, but I didn't know it was gonna go as far as it. I think the wind helped me a little bit there, but it felt good.
How's the foot feeling?
It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's just a bruise, so day by day it's getting better.
Just to play through the
Yeah.
pain type of thing?
Yeah, definitely.
With this lineup in particular, with D'Onofrio back and then Gavin playing at third, what have you really seen top to bottom in the power?
Yeah, well, I think I'll start with Gavin first off. To come in as a freshman and just really have that slow heartbeat, and he's had some big at-bats already and some big moments, and just shown that he's just very mature for his age. But he's another guy. He's a power speed guy like D'Onofrio. So I think if you can have as much of those guys in the lineup, I think it helps. I wish I was a little faster, but I'm not.
You miss Coach joking that you were not fast.
Yeah.
I think I've asked you a similar question about this with other guys, but you have Madeira hitting in front of you now, and just a guy who honestly sees a lot of pitches as well. Just kind of what's it like hitting behind him? I know only one walk for him today, but it puts a good bat every
Yeah,
time.
he had a really good bat today. And, some borderline pitches, could have gone either way for him. But he sees the ball really, really well. So I think it gives me kind of the arsenal for the pitcher. And I think that especially kind of, it's weird because him being left-handed, I almost see the ball better in the on-deck circle. So I think he does a really good job, and he always swings a strike. So if he swings, it's going to be a strike. So I think it just helps me kind of just be very prepared when I step in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know about
Yep.
the
Yeah, that's-
Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you.